So,
Look
you
at
know
all
how
the
people
dogs.
respect you when you use one of this ones? They think it's a real baby, so they really respect you. If they knew it was a dog, they wouldn't respect.
Yeah, Nico gets VIP service here.
Yes. So we have 5 Yorkies, and we have the 2 that are gonna wait. So Luna gets crazy, Rocky gets even crazier, and the Yorkies. 1, 2, let's go. Run. So pee-pee time. Can you hear the other one? That's Troy barking.
Oh yeah, Troy's in the backyard.
Yeah. He knows we're out. He loves to walk. Thor doesn't. Thor is a lazy butt. And Thor doesn't walk with one person. Either has to be 2 people walking him or somebody in the front so he can lead. If not, he doesn't do it.
Well, it used to be opposite when they were younger, right?
Yeah.
Like Troy didn't like to walk when he was younger.
Yeah. Jeppa knows the experience.
All right, dogs finally stopped barking.
So one of the subjects that a lot of people struggle with after a show or after competing, especially when it's like their first time competing, it's depression. And it's a very touchy subject for a lot of people, as they have, I believe, they have no motivation after. But motivation, as I said, comes and goes. You're supposed to be disciplined with your body and with your lifestyle. That's what's gonna get you going even after a show. So they struggle, a lot of people, a lot of competitors, they struggle with eating disorders. Come on. Eating disorders after a show. But one thing, is having a goal. Let's go, Leo. One thing is having a goal and getting there. The other thing is maintaining your physique, maintaining the lifestyle. So that's the key. So anybody can get in shape, anybody can, step on stage, anybody can accomplish a fitness goal, but not everybody can maintain it, and that's the key. That's the key of discipline. So if you're actually into bodybuilding, competitions and things like that, but it has a time frame. So yeah, going back to so competition has a lifespan. So the whole point is to maintain the lifestyle. Eating right, having the discipline to wake up early, do your cardio, eating the way you're supposed to. That's the right thing to do. Competition is part of it, but for competitors, the people that like to train. But if you're not gonna do that for the long term, if you're not gonna do that as a career, and you wanna do it and then, and then just maintain the lifestyle, that's the whole point. So a lot of people that get depressed after a show is because they think their competition is why they were eating the way they were eating, why they were doing the cardio that they were doing, why they were waking up earlier. And that's not the point. The point is competition is part of a type of lifestyle. And if you actually do everything that you were doing, that you were doing for a show, you're actually gonna live pretty good, and just maintain that, and your body's gonna, represent your lifestyle. So one thing is, getting the shape that you want. The other thing is, being disciplined enough to maintain it. And I believe that's kind of how you don't get depressed after a show, trying to maintain a good lifestyle. Usually people that get depressed, it will be the people that they think show is the way to go, and that's why they were doing all this stuff they were doing, and now they have no motivation, they have no goal, they don't have a date. So they get lost, and so after the show, a lot of people, they just feel lost, they don't have motivation, but you know, that's when the discipline comes in. And then just, you know, follow the same life that you were doing. Come on, Nico. Come on, Nico. Come on, Nico. My baby. So yeah, so the whole point is kind of following the lifestyle. So like I said, one thing is having a goal, accomplishing the goal. The other thing is maintaining the goal. It's either, you know, if you have a business, you can open a business. The other thing is maintaining that business open. Getting the shape you want. One thing is getting there, other thing is maintaining that shape. So there's a whole thing behind it. Look at Nico. Yay, Nico! Good job, baby. Good job. My Nico's my warrior.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with consistency too.
Yeah,
you have to be consistent.
And I see it in the gym now that, like, you know, we see people all the time. And actually I pay attention a little bit more. So you see a lot of competitors, they do one show and they just get lost. And then they blame everybody, they blame the world for not placing the way they were supposed to. They blame their coaches, they blame everything and their mothers. And at the end of the day, they just don't realize they're just fighting with themselves. It's a thing of them not getting the placing that they wanted to, so then they blame. Hold on, let me get Nico.
I think part of it too is that after they compete for the first time, they actually don't know what they want to do anymore.
No.
You know, it's like they like to compete, they liked it. Should they keep on going, or like should they just like maintain?
There's people that they go to the extreme. They want to maintain the 2 weeks prior show physique all year long. That's not possible if you want to be healthy at the end of the day, because a diet will totally change 2 weeks from a show. It's very unrealistic for you to maintain that type of physique. And then if you do, something is not good up there, because the way you eat is a whole different story from off season to contest prep to from 5 weeks prior show, 2 weeks prior show. So it's a whole thing that you also that will require for you to have a good coach too, that can coach you through the journey. But depression, I heard it a lot. I seen it in the gym where people just feel unhappy with the way they look after a show. They feel unhappy with the way their life is going, because everything was good because they were disciplined towards the show. So everything around you gets better. But then that's not their reality. So that means that they didn't learn how to be disciplined with their lives. So that's why everything goes to shit again, because at the end of the day, they did it for a certain amount of time, but they're not willing to do it for a long period of time. So obviously 6 months, it might give you discipline, but it's the willpower within you that has to get it to the next level. And that's something, a coach can tell you and can guide you, but it's up to you to actually do it. So that discipline that you got towards the show, you have to maintain it. So anyways, your life, your work, your environment is gonna get better because you're disciplined within yourself. But
yeah, you know what? There might be other factors and influences that come into play too. So like, let's say the person really likes to compete and they liked it, but there are other things that are preventing them from continuing.
Like I said before in another YouTube episode, that if a husband, a boyfriend, a mother, a father, a sister, friend, whatever, is not supporting you in a personal goal, I mean, then you have to really think about that relationship, because it can be a mother or father that has a very toxic relationship towards your life. So that means you have to have boundaries. Your husband and boyfriend, that means, okay, you can have kids with them. You can have you had a life, but what's the point of somebody that you're with not supporting you in your personal goal? So you have to really think about that. And probably that would take, marriage counseling or something deeper than that. But that triggers something that, is not right there. So, yeah, it kind of leads to a lot of different subjects. So, at the end of the day, you have to surround yourself with people that actually support you, because that means you're probably going to support them in the future for different other motives. But yeah, so one of the tips that I probably will say, it's kind of before you make a decision of competing, actually see the bigger picture and see what behind it. I mean, what takes to get to that point, and then see that type of discipline and try to see, the bigger picture and say, okay, this is my plan towards the show. What's the plan after the show? Don't get there and then like, oh shit, so I have no goal. I don't have a thing anymore. I don't actually have to follow something. I don't have to actually follow a diet. I don't have a coach behind my ear saying you have to do this, you have to do that. So they're like, okay, what am I supposed to do? So have a plan after the show and do plan A, plan B. I liked competing, so okay, and I did very well on the show, so what am I gonna do? What's my next step? So kind of plan ahead. Second, plan B, I really didn't like, that wasn't my thing, but I loved actually the way I looked. So what it would take for me to look a certain way right in between, not to, kind of healthy, but not to the extreme of, competition look, and go from there and hire the right people to guide you through it. And and there's and also, get a mentor that will guide you through it. It can be a coach, but also you can find somebody that, it's been in the industry for a long time, it has the experience, loves the industry or loves the lifestyle. So you can get those type of people to mentor towards your journey to a better lifestyle, because that should be it. It shouldn't be a show, it should be a lifestyle. And so I apologize for the craziness of my doggies, but I think that was a subject that it came to my mind as I see it now very often within the new generation of competitors. And I see it all the time at the gym too. You have, the people that go to the gym, they do a show and they just get lost, and I really don't like to get involved because they never ask for my advice. But this is a friendly tip for me as a humble competitor, lover of the sport and the lifestyle. And hopefully this helps you if you're watching. And probably a lot of people don't touch this subject because they don't know how to kind of probably approach it. But yeah, so hopefully this helps. This is a little bit of a good vibe going towards you too. Dogs are always a good vibe. They're always a fun time. My walks, they can be fun or they can be stressful. But they're fun to be around with. And this is my Nico. This is my warrior. He actually does have a neck injury, but he goes and he doesn't stop, and he gets his little walks. And
he's a warrior.
Yeah, he's a dog that went through so much, and he keeps standing. Right, Nico? He's my forever, my baby.
Yeah, he's doing a lot better now, though.
Yeah.
Rocky there, he's the punk.
He's a punk, instigator.
Yeah.
Leo got adopted from a really bad family. He got a diaper
Leo's
wrap
here.
around his body. I grabbed him. He's already skinny, Majesty,
Yeah.
so he was half of what he is right now.
He's a little rascal.
Yeah, I think he's a mixture of Chihuahua, right, Papa?
Yeah.
And he's
looks
a
like a
mixture
fox.
of a Yorkie. Then Luna's
right here.
She was my neighbor's dog, and I never knew she had a Yorkie, and she ended up on my driveway.
Well, she
And then-
she signed up for Prolifters, lost some weight.
Yeah, she was fat. She was very unhealthy. There we go again. And then she ended up on my driveway, and the lady ended up giving it to me. And then Polo was my first
Polo's right here.
son. Let's go.
And then Polo's the oldest.
Yeah, my oldest. He was my first gift. Tom gave it. He was a birthday gift.